ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं परमानन्दमाधवम्। हरि ओम। I am sure there are people here who have been listening to Vedanta for a long time. And there will also be people who have never listened to Vedanta. Okay? So understand that there is a huge gap between the two kinds of people who will be there in the session. And therefore we will consider the topic and the explanation in a way that everybody will find something to get it from. Now those who have studied Vedanta a lot, if you would have seen the flyer of the program 4 Gatekeepers to Freedom, some of you may have wondered, what is this? I have been studying but I never saw anything like this. What is this from? And maybe there is some mistake Sunita has made. No, gateways instead of gateways. Did she do gatekeepers by mistake? What is this Gatekeepers to Freedom? So let me give a little bit of background of why this topic and what is this topic and where is it coming from. Okay. Actually, there is a very beautiful text called Yoga Vasistha. In this Yoga Vasistha text, it's a philosophical text, and the background story goes something like this, that Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra has completed his Gurukula Vasa. He has completed his study from his Guru, Vasistha Rishi, and he has come back home in Ayodhya. And we know the story that when he was young at that time, Vishwamitra Rishi, came there and he told Dashratha that he wants to take Sri Rama and Lakshmana to forest to protect his yajna. So this story is just before that. So when Vishwamitra Rishi has come, he observed that Sri Ramachandra has locked himself in his room and he doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want to do any action. He doesn't want to get involved in any administration. He doesn't want to become prince or king. He doesn't want to do anything. Why? Because after studying from Vasistha ji, Sri Ramachandra thought that the only purpose of human life is moksha, liberation. Then why should I act? So he locks himself up. Now when Vishwamitra Rishi and Vasistha Rishi, they come to see what is happening, then he opens. And there is a samvada that happens initially between Vishwamitra Rishi and Sri Ramachandra. And then Vishwamitra Rishi says that your Guru is here. A further explanation of all these doubts, you should get it clarified from Vasistha Rishi. So then the conversation happens between Sri Ramachandra and Vasistha Rishi. This philosophical conversation, the doubts of Sri Ramachandra clarified by Vishwamitra Rishi and Vasistha Rishi, this text is called Yoga Vasistha. It's a huge text of 32,000 verses. Okay, written by Valmiki ji himself. One who has written Ramayana has also written Yoga Vasistha. Okay, in that Yoga Vasistha, though 32,000 verses are there, divided into 6 chapters. In the second chapter, there is one verse which says, Mokshadware dwarapalaha chatvaraha parikirtitaha. Mokshadware, on the doors of moksha, liberation, chatvaraha dwarapalaha, there are 4 gatekeepers. Parikirtitaha, they are well known. Who are these 4 gatekeepers? Shamo vicharaha santoshaha Chaturtha sadhu sangamaha. These 4 gatekeepers on the doorways of liberation are Shamaha. Shamaha means quietude of mind, Shanti, what we call. Then Vicharaha, inquiry. Santoshaha, contentment. And Chaturtha and fourth one is Sadhu Sangamaha, association with noble, good. These are the four gatekeepers to liberation. So the topic for this session of 4 days is coming from there. So we are going to discuss every day one Dwarapala we are going to discuss. When you say Dwarapala, it means what? Anyone who is desirous of liberation should have these four qualities: Shama, Vichara, Santosha and Satsanga, Sadhu Sangama. If we have these four things, then we become eligible for liberation. So what we are going to do over the span of next few classes, few sessions, is we will discuss these four qualities, what these qualities mean, what is their relevance, how they can be applied in our day-to-day life, and in order to gain it, what is the practical steps, what are the next practical steps that I must take. So that is what we are going to see. Now let us start. Moksha, liberation, when you say, it becomes a very technical thing. No? Some people get scared of also such words. Many people, they stay away from spirituality because of such very high, poignant or very heavy words. Vairagya, moksha and mumukshutva. When you hear that and you feel, what is this? I don't know. And that's why the simple translation is made: 4 gatekeepers to freedom. Moksha is nothing but freedom. We all want freedom. Now somebody will say, Vedji, we don't want freedom because we already have freedom. I think you skipped history classes in your school. And she did not even introduce that you went to school. They said that you did engineering, but I don't think you studied history properly, because 15th August 1947, India got independence. We are already free. Very good. Freedom outside, we might have got. What do you mean by freedom outside? That the nation is being ruled by our own people and not by somebody else. That freedom we have got in 1947. Correct. But if you ask each and every person, each and every individual, are you free? What will be the answer? Forget about all other people. You ask the question to yourself. Am I free? Am I free? No, actually I am very busy. Not that kind of free, but am I free to do whatever I want? If you see throughout whatever is happening even in today's world, no, everybody is struggling for their freedom. Anybody else comes and puts some rules and you say, no. Who are you? Why are you putting rules for me? My life, my rules. I will decide what I want to do. So whether it is women empowerment, they will speak of same things. Whether it is caste-based system, and then they will say that no, these lower caste people have been put under, bondage. They have been serving. They should have freedom. So freedom of them, freedom of women. Nowadays, freedom of children. My God, very big revolution is happening in the world. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. You can't tell anything to your own child because your child is an independent person. Okay, already teachers cannot beat the child, and already that has already happened. So what kind of children they are going to be, we don't know. But now you can't say. I remember one interesting case that one boy had filed a case against the parents saying that you gave birth without my consent. I am not joking. These things are happening. This is what? This is not giving me freedom. I should have freedom to decide whether I want to be born or not. Very good, very clever people. Who will ask? Who will go and ask them in the previous life, do you want to be born again? And whether you want or not, you have asked for it, you have to do it. But things are like this, where everybody wants to be free. And we all find different ways by which we think we can be free. Isn't it? So general definition of freedom what we make is, if I can do whatever I want to do, I am free. Isn't it? General definition of freedom we will make like this. What do you mean by that? Suppose I want to get up at 10 o'clock today. Okay. Nobody should wake me up at 7 o'clock. Then I am free. I should be able to eat whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. I should be able to go wherever, whenever, however. So we think if I am able to do whatever I want to do, that is what we think is freedom. And everybody is fighting for that kind of freedom. That I should be able to do whatever I want to do. So I will comment whatever I want, but nobody should retaliate and comment me back. That I should choose. Everybody wants that kind of freedom. But we miss one point, that the definition that we have given to freedom is not the correct definition. Let us say, for example, suppose really we get full freedom to do whatever we want to do. Nobody is going to stop us from anything. Let us say. The question will be, what will we do with that freedom? Think. Now all of you have joined online. Correct? So there is one kind of freedom. What? At any point of time you can decide to end the meeting and you can go. Leave the meeting and go. You have that freedom or no? That freedom is given to you or no? Yes. Remember that the same freedom is also given to me. I can also say, enough, I am ending this. I can, whether I will do it or not, that's not the point. But I am free to do it. The point is, even when the freedom is given, we ourselves come together and decide that we will have some rules by which there will be some way everybody follows, so that things will go nicely. So having given freedom, we ourselves create rules. We said in 1947 India became a free country. Very good. But does it mean that we don't have rules in India? Of course we have rules. So first thing that we must understand about freedom is that freedom and rules are not opposed to each other. So we should never say that if I have no rules, then I am free. No, it's not like that. Nobody should tell me anything, nobody should instigate me, or nobody should say anything, and then I will do whatever I want. That is freedom. No, that is not freedom. We ourselves understand that it is not freedom. Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand used to give very beautiful quote, and he used to say, not to do what you feel like doing is freedom. Think about it. What you feel like doing, if you do that, that is a slavery. Slavery of what? Slavery of your own mind. You may say outside, I don't have any problem, I don't have any rules, I will do whatever I want. But what are we doing when we can do whatever we want? We are doing what our mind is telling. Our mind says, I am lazy today, I don't want to get up. We say, yeah, I don't want to get up. We may think that we are free. We are deciding our own action. No, we are slaves. We are slaves of our own mind. Mind says, today let us not go to school. You must have heard that famous joke Guruji always tells, Swami Tejomayananji always tells, that one person was telling, sleeping and telling, I don't want to get up, and the mother is waking. Hey, wake up. It's already 7 o'clock. You have to go to school. Wake up. No, what is this? I don't want to go to school. Why should I go to school? The mother said, you have to go to school because you are the principal of the school. Idiot fellow. You are not in, so as a student, you can decide what. Sometimes when we get up in the morning, we think that, our mind tells today is very boring day. It is also raining so much. I should not go. And we immediately find different reasons why I should not be going to school or to office or to meeting or to different things. Suddenly our stomach starts to pain. Suddenly headache starts. Headache is amazing thing. Anytime it can come, anytime it can go. And we don't have to give any proof also. At least fever, etc. you have to give proof. When you say you have fever, immediately somebody will check. I have headache. How will you check? How will you check? Stomach also, if I say stomach problem, then they will look at you whether you are eating properly or not, or you are eating extra. Headache, there is no problem. Very good reason to give. So whenever mind decides I don't want to do particular thing and I follow, that's not freedom. That is slavery. And therefore Gurudev says not to do what you feel like doing. If mind is telling do this, but you have capacity and choice and strength to say no, I am not going to do that. That is called as freedom. So freedom is not to do whatever we feel like doing. That's not freedom. That is not freedom. Real freedom is what? Real freedom is when we will have freedom from our own mind. So in doing different things in our life, if I can say no to my mind, if I can say shut up, I'm not going to listen to you, then that is called as freedom. If we extend this definition, the total freedom will be, or absolute freedom will be that when mind doesn't say anything, and therefore there is no question of me doing opposite. That total dissolution of mind is called absolute freedom. And that is what is described as moksha in Vedanta. Please don't get scared by these words. These are not very difficult words to understand. Moksha basically means freedom. What kind of freedom? Absolute freedom at all times. That is what moksha means. Okay, please remember this definition. Vedji, why should I remember this definition? Because on the third day I am going to give different definition of moksha. And I will explain how this definition and that definition is same only. But at the moment we understand that freedom that we all seek, every moment we want to be free. That real freedom is freedom from the mind, and total freedom is total dissolution of mind. In order to achieve this freedom, the first gatekeeper, the first quality that I must have is Shanti or Shama. Now, please understand Shanti generally translated as peace. Isn't it? मेरे को थोड़ी शांति चाहिए, अभी मेरे को ज़्यादा दिमाग मत खाओ मेरा, मुंबई हिंदी, मेरे को शांति चाहिए. That Shanti, we are not talking about that Shanti here. Shanti or Shama is a technical term in Vedanta. Okay. What does it mean? It means quietude of mind or calmness or control of mind. That is what is called as Shama or Shanti. Not the general peace. Yeah, it results in peace. And that's why Shanti can be translated as peace also in our day-to-day parlance. But in Vedanta, Shanti or Shama means that control of mind, quietude of mind, calmness of mind. That is what is called as Shanti. Technical term, you understand technical terms? That generally when we use certain words in our everyday life, everyday parlance, that word will have a particular meaning. But in a particular science, it will have a different meaning. That's called technical term. Say for example, the word work. I always give this example, work. Every day we use, I am going for work, I have a lot of work, my work is not done. We use this word work every day in our life. But in a specific science like physics, the word work has got a special meaning. If you ask physicist about the work in physics, he will say work is equal to force into displacement. Remember, all of us have studied it in 6th standard, 7th standard. Sometime we have studied. Whether we remember or not, that's a different thing, but we have studied. Work is equal to force into displacement. So I put some force and moved one object from one place to another. So how much force I have put and how much I have displaced that object, multiplication of both will be called as work. Now this becomes a technical definition. This work is different from what I use every day. Yes, there is some kind of similarity, and that's why I am using that term, but it has a technical meaning. Paribhashika Shabda in Sanskrit we say. So similarly, Shanti or Shama is a technical term, and in Vedanta, what we are studying, it means quietude of mind or control of mind. Now, the moment we say control of mind, again people have problem. Why should I control my mind? For your own benefit, you should control your mind. But when you say quietude of mind, everybody likes it, isn't it? Because somehow we have got a negative connotation for control. We think that if I have to control means I am doing something wrong. That under somebody's influence I am doing it. That's why we call it as control. No. This control and quietude is one and the same. So when we say control of mind or quietude of mind, it is something which is desired by all. All of us want calmness of mind or no? Is there anybody here who goes to Bhagavan and says that, Bhagavan, for last 10 days I have been very calm. Please give me some disturbance. Anybody here does that? That everything is happening so nicely. Everybody is talking to me so nicely. I am not liking it. Then what you want? Somebody should shout at me. Somebody should be angry. Somebody should cry. No. Amidst everything that we are going through, we want that calmness. Think of it, very interesting we people are. We have decided to stay in cities like Mumbai, okay, which is so crowded. And then staying in that city, you say, I want peace of mind. How? Please explain me. Why did you come here then? Go to Himalayas, lot of peace of mind is there. Viji, really? Shall I go? But don't tell others. Why? Because all of you, if you go, then there will be quarrel there also. Mumbai will entire relocate to Himalayas, then Himalaya will become Mumbai. And all the rishis will come down. We may say that I want peace of mind, but then we ourselves start so many things. Like I gave you example that I decide to stay in a busiest city of India. I decide to travel in the local train, knowing that morning it's going to be very crowded. And then traveling through that, going to the office where already 1,000 people are going, BKC complex, Bandra Kurla complex, going to that same place, or staying in Bangalore and being in the traffic. And then on top of that, we have audacity to say that I want peace of mind. Why? Because there are things that we have to do in life for our livelihood, for gaining money, to support our family. But even when we are doing that, we don't like our peace of mind getting disturbed. Even in your workplace, you will say, I want peace of mind. Yes or no? And in case you are teachers in school, my sympathies are with you. Why? Because you will never have calmness. Children, you know how children are in the school. They keep shouting and then you go there. Why are you shouting? Is this machi market or what is it? What? You may say whatever you want to say. That is how children are. You know how the school concept started. I will tell you. Parents didn't want to take care of children because by the time the child became 5, they understood that this fellow, I need some time off. So they came together and decided that let us have one person in charge and let us send all our children to that place. And anyways that they are going, so let them study something, let them learn something. That is how the concept of school has started. So I cannot manage my child and suddenly we expect that the teacher should manage 60 children. Pavam teacher. And the same teacher will have to do all other things of government also. And then on top of that you expect that the teacher should have peace of mind. How? But that is where the secret lies. That is what we are going to see today. Given the situation that I am in, I may be in the most bizarre situation which should disturb my mind, but even in that most bizarre situation, I can find peace of mind. That's the skill, that's the talent we are going to learn. Very famous text of Vedanta, which everybody, all of us know, is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And imagine what is happening in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They are just about to start probably the biggest war. Okay? No war had been so big before, or since then there has been no war like that. Imagine 36 lakh people who have gathered in one place to fight. Okay, not for satsang. They have come there to fight. And what kind of fight it is going to be? It is the fight till the end. Means either you are going to die or you are going to win. There is no third option. There is no option that, okay, now enough, we had nice tournament, everybody congratulations, let us go home. No. And in that situation, when 36 lakh people have come there, suddenly Arjuna finds himself in trouble, and he is able to gain that peace of mind through the discourse of Sri Krishna. Imagine if Arjuna in the battlefield of Mahabharata can find peace of mind. Mumbai local train and Bangalore traffic is not a problem. Or the school. It's not that difficult. And for sure, 36 lakh people have not come there together and shouting and fighting. For sure. So if he can do, we can do. And that technique which Bhagavan has taught, which here also Vasistha Rishi is teaching to Sri Ramachandra, that technique we are going to learn. So this Shama, quietude of mind, is something that everybody wants, but it is also very interesting wealth. I remember Guruji telling once that our peace of mind is such a most precious wealth that we have, but nowadays we sell it so cheaply. We will think 100 times before selling our house, or before purchasing a house, or before doing this, purchasing a car, selling a car, getting a mobile. We'll think 100 times. But to give away our peace of mind, we don't even think. Every day morning, 2 rupees. Nowadays, I don't even know what is the cost of newspaper. 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. What it has become? 5 rupees. Okay. Roughly 5 rupees. There will be some which are high. Okay. 5 rupees. I stopped reading newspaper some 20 years back now. Okay. So I don't know why, what will be there. At that time it was 1 rupee. I remember 50 paisa also, some newspaper. What is that newspaper? You invite the disturbance of mind into your home, and daily morning you open it, and then what? All the things that can disturb you, you take it inside. See how cheaply we sell our peace of mind. And then what? Then whole day goes in, the world is becoming so bad and what is happening? What is our newspaper telling that this has happened there, that has happened there, and killing and accidents and this and that. I am not saying that all of you should stop reading newspaper. That is your decision. It will be good if you do that, but I am not telling you to do that. Anyways, we don't have to give UPSC exam. In the school, they scared us so much. Every day you should read newspaper. You should know the current affairs. Nothing. Nonsense all that is. Nowadays, wow, there is so much. Anyways, Google is there. If I want some information, I will get it from Google. Now, we were not happy with that newspaper, so we have got a newspaper on our palm now, mobile. So, early morning you get up and first thing you do is you open WhatsApp. And what is there on WhatsApp? All kinds of things that will disturb you. Yes or no? See how easy it is to disturb us. And if that is also not sufficient, then our life also has become such, and we have made so many rules that if tea is little more sweet, our peace of mind is gone. And now we don't even stop with loss of our peace of mind. We make sure that other people's peace of mind is also gone now. Because you did not give me tea properly, then you will call your wife or your daughter or whoever has made the cook, who has made the tea, and you will blast. So your peace of mind gone, that person's peace of mind gone, entire house's peace of mind gone, and that is how we start. This peace of mind is a very precious wealth that all of us have got. We should learn to protect it. And very important, mind you, nobody else will do it for you. It is your peace of mind, you have to do it. You have to secure it. Now somebody will say, but Vedji, the world is such that they have decided that they don't want me to remain peaceful. See, first of all, world doesn't care about your peace of mind. They neither want your peace of mind nor they want to disturb your peace of mind. Okay? Why? Because the world is utterly selfish. Everybody is thinking about their peace of mind. So you don't worry about I go there and then somebody will disturb. We will see that later. And if at all you feel that the whole world is against me and I have to fight, okay, so be it. Protect your peace of mind from the entire world. Take it as a challenge and do it. In any case, peace of mind is my precious wealth which I have to protect. Now, just as you have outer some wealth is there, or some land is there, some house is there, and to protect that, some people will help you, isn't it? Some brokers will be there, or some advisors will be there, some finance experts will be there. They will come and help you how to secure your wealth. Similarly, these rishis, Shankaracharya ji, Gurudev, such Mahatmas, they come to help us for what? In order to teach us, to train us how we can secure our peace of mind. Alright, so that is what we are going to see. Now, let us go a little deeper. When you say I need to have control or peace of mind or quietude of mind, what does it mean? Shama means what? Shama means calmness, ability to remain calm. Okay, what are the things that are disturbing this calmness? What are the things that are disturbing this? So we see that generally in Vedanta, etc., they will say that there are three kinds of tapa. That the disturbance can come from three places. First is called as Adhi Daivika tapa. Disturbance that comes from the natural forces, the nature, the world, universe. So let us say there is extreme rain or tsunami, earthquake. That will disturb our peace of mind naturally because it has direct effect on us. That is number one. Second is Adhi Bhautika. From the world around me, there is a possibility that the disturbance can come. Right? So suppose let us say I want to be calm, but my neighbor decides to put music in very loud volume. Then what will you do? Your peace of mind is gone. Or everything is fine, but the government has decided to, do the work for this road work or electricity work. So they will have these big JCBs, etc. coming there, continuously working there. My peace of mind gone. So second disturbance may come from the world around me. And third disturbance comes from inside me. Adhyatmika tapa. Inside me means what? No natural forces is creating any problem. From the world around me also there is no disturbance. But you, when sitting quietly in your room, suddenly get a thought. Let me go there, let me do this. Your peace of mind gone. So we have these three places from where disturbance can come. Now mind you, the first thing, Adi Daivika, we have no control over. Can we decide how much should rain and when should it rain and how much water should be there? That's not in our hand. Tsunami, earthquake, is it in our hand? We have zero control over the first one. If we have no control over the disturbance, we should not worry about that disturbance, because anyways, even if we think, we are not going to be able to do anything. We can't do anything about it. So leave the first one. Now two are remaining. The world around me and the world inside me. Now for the world around me, we have little control, not full control. We have little control. Means what? If the neighbor has put on full volume something, I may go and request, please reduce it little bit, something is going on. You can request, but you can't change that person's mind that the person will stop giving you disturbance. Correct? So about the second place of disturbance also I have little control, whereas the disturbance that is coming from within me, I have full control, because nobody else is involved. So I have to just tell myself, shut up, keep quiet, don't think about it, don't go there, and I can control it. So Shama actually means these two things. When the world around me is disturbing me, how not to get disturbed? That's point number one. And number two, from within, how I should not have disturbing thought. That is what Shama is all about. Is this understood now so far? Are you with me? Yeah? Alright. Now, let us go a little deeper. We have Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas and Antarindriyas. We have three kinds of organs. Jnanendriyas are the organs of perception, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, from where I am taking the world inside. They are input organs. Right? Then we have Karmendriyas, hands, legs, etc., which are output organs, that I am doing something into the world, speech. These are called as Karmendriyas, the output organs. And to manage this input and output, I have the inner mechanism called Antarindriya, which is a processing organ. Okay? We said that the disturbance may come from the world around me, over which I have little control. But I do have control over my senses. I do have control over my organs. So I may decide to ignore it. I may decide that I am going to close my ears so that the sound doesn't go me. You understand? Yes, they are playing loud music. You may go and request, but you can't stop them. But you can bring earplugs and put it in your ears or no? So stopping our Jnanendriyas, controlling our Jnanendriyas is first aspect of Shama. Sometimes in technical sense it is also called as Dhamma. Shama, Dhamma go together only. Those who have studied Vedanta, for them I am telling. So it is the control at the level of organs, outer organs. So either I control saying that, okay, if there are things that are too many disturbances are there, I close my eyes. If there are too many sounds coming, I put earplugs. This is what I am doing. I am trying to control the organs so that my mind will be quiet. So stopping the world or the disturbing things coming in is one thing that I can do. One thing that I can, that is in my hand. Second thing about Karmendriyas is, when I have certain surge of emotion, I may decide not to act on that emotion. Say for example, somebody said something. What? Somebody called me fool. You're a mad fellow. Idiot. Somebody called me idiot. Now, I can deal with this disturbance in many ways. Number one, I decide not to listen. Can happen or no? In each person's case, this will not happen. So I am going to go give you second and third option. Wait. But first thing that I can do is, I don't pay attention to that word and I say, let it come from here, let it go out from there. I don't get affected. So I have controlled it on the level of Jnanendriyas. Somebody may say, let it come in. I heard it. Let me process it using my Antarindriya and say, he called me mad. So by him calling me mad, I don't become mad. Now what you have done, that disturbance which came, you have absorbed the disturbance. It has not disturbed your mind. Why? Because by thinking you said, why should I worry? Let him call me mad. By him calling me mad, I don't become mad. So the disturbance has come, but you have dealt it on the level of your indriyas. Inner, antarindriya, mind, intellect. Or somebody may be there who will hear that somebody called me mad and will get angry. Why? Not able to control on the level of mind. But then what you can do, when you feel angry and you want to do something, you can control on the level of karmendriya, saying shut up, keep quiet, put your hand down. Or he called me mad. Now I know 100 things which I must say to that person, but you say I am going to control my speech and I am not going to say anything. That is also called as Shama. So we understand that we can either control on the level of Jnanendriyas, that it doesn't come in, or we can control on the level of Antarindriyas, that it gets dissolved. That disturbance comes in, but it is not affecting my peace of mind. Or third, even when the mind gets disturbed, anger comes, sorrow comes, I decide not to act on it. That is also called as Shama. Alright? Are you with me? Yeah? So far? Understanding what is happening? Now, whether you control it on the level of Jnanendriyas or Antarindriyas or Karmendriyas, the important point is you should maintain that peace of mind. So even if we say we have gotten angry and you have controlled it on the level of Karmendriyas, but later on you have to go back and talk to the mind and say shut up. Why unnecessarily you were getting angry? There was no need. So stop thinking about it. Somewhere you have to diffuse that tension. You will have to do that. Why? Otherwise, we will not act at that moment, but inside we will keep burning. That person called me mad. That person called me mad. That person called me. But by keeping that thought in your mind, you have proven that person right. You are mad. Why you are mad? Because you are listening to somebody and you are not able to find calmness in that. So you have made that person true. So even when I control it on the level of Karmendriya, I have to go back and talk to the mind and make sure that my peace of mind is not troubled. How to do this? Control at the level of Indriyas. How to do this? Number one, be aware of every single thing that you see or hear. Why? Because everything that comes in has an impact. Be very careful about what you watch on your TV or on YouTube or on your phone, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, this, that, whatever you are using. Be very careful about what you see and what you hear. Out of the 5 organs of perception, we are taking these 2, seeing and hearing, because they too have maximum impact. Smelling, touch, taste, not much impact is there. Maximum input is coming from the eyes and ears. So be very, very careful and aware of what are we taking in. Is it going to affect my peace of mind? And I tell you, we are very interesting people. We know that certain thing will create a problem, still we do it. In our childhood, we knew that these horror movies affect few children. I am sure some of you, when you were children, some of you may even now horror movies may be affecting you. I am not saying no. But in childhood, when that horror movie is going, we know if I see, I will not be able to sleep at night. But even though we close our eyes like this, then suddenly in between we open our eyes and we want to see that also. We know that certain emotional movie, if I see, I am going to cry. I will lose peace of mind and I will keep thinking about it. But still we watch it. Now I am saying, now we are on the spiritual path. Be very careful and aware as to what are we taking in. So make rule for yourself that this time to this time is my time. I don't take anything in. Find a time for yourself, whether it is morning 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, whatever time according to you, where you are, your family and when do they have work. According to all that you decide, but there should be some time dedicated where you don't look at things outside and you don't hear things outside. You stop incoming from both these. Stop it. Then you will immediately find peace. That is number one. Number two, on the level of karmendriyas, when I am trying, that surge of emotion has come and therefore either I am angry or I am sad or I am afraid, whatever, but I am going to stop it on the level of karmendriyas. When we are saying that, start maintaining a log. Log book is there, no? Which we used to make in our colleges, etc. Log book, you remember? Entries we have to make in that log book. Like that, start creating a log book for yourself. Saying that today I got angry 5 times, but I reacted only 3 times. So I get how many marks? 2 marks. 2 marks I get. But Vedji, I got angry 5 times. So for this control you get 2 marks. But because you got angry 5 times, you get minus 5 marks. Start giving marks to yourself. Every day. At the end of the day or whether at the beginning of the next day, you can go back. This we call this sadhana chart. Make sadhana chart, and whatever is your emotion, it can be anger, it can be greed, it can be jealousy, it can be ego, whatever is troubling your mind, take one emotion at a time and start rating yourself on that emotion. That yesterday there were 5 occasions to get angry, but I got angry only 2 times. So 3 plus 3 marks. 3 times I did not get angry. Thank you. Now the 2 times that I got angry, I reacted once, I controlled once, 0.5 extra. So I get 3.5 marks. Congratulations. Well done. Start giving marks to yourself. Start putting this on paper so that you will know how are you doing in control of mind and in not having that thought also. So antarindriya and karmendriya working together. So I should have gotten angry 5 times. I did not get angry all 5 times. I only got angry 2 times. Very good. That itself antarindriya control you have. And in that 2 also I controlled once. That bahyendriya control also is there. Karmendriya control also is there. So start giving marks for yourself. Alright. Now we come to the last part. And that is, the world is not disturbing me, but I am only thinking about something that will disturb my peace of mind. Either it is overthinking or it is thinking about unnecessary, useless things. How am I going to deal with that? That is our second part. See, this overthinking is a big problem for many people. I am sure many of us also have gone through it, and nowadays psychologists and psychiatrists, all of them, they get this as the main thing, that overthinking, how to stop overthinking. And I tell you, I have heard so many people saying, if you have problem of overthinking, don't overthink. Arey, what kind of solution you are giving? I am telling that is the problem that I have, that I am overthinking. How can you say don't overthink? That is not the solution. You tell me ways by which I will not have overthinking. Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda used to describe this overthinking or unnecessary thinkings in a very interesting way. He used to call that as leakages of mind. He used to say mind creates so much of energy, because mind is able to think, mind is able to have creativity, mind can do so many things. All that energy that you have created in the mind will go through leakages, and those leakages are 3. What are these 3 leakages? One is brooding over past. Thinking about past incidences, past experiences, what happened, that time I went and one person said like this, and why did he do like this, and this person left me and went, why did he go? You keep on thinking about the past. Very good way of doing nothing but disturbing your own mind. Why? Nothing is going to happen by you thinking about it. Suppose you think about it 5 hours. So, past is going to change? No. So, first leakage is brooding over past. Second is worrying about the future. Another very nice, happy time for most of the people. What? You just sit and you start to think, what will happen? Tomorrow, this is there. Day after tomorrow, that we will see tomorrow. No. I am just thinking. Don't just think. Because this thinking is draining you. This thinking is creating disturbance in your mind. So, second leakage is worrying about the future. And the third leakage is excitement in the present. That suddenly when I get something, I get so excited that our heart starts to pound more, palpitation increases, everything. Disturbed mind. That's also disturbed mind. So when it is said that the mind itself is creating disturbance, it is not coming from the world. Mind itself is creating disturbance. That creation of disturbance is from 3 places: future, past, and present. So when I decide that I should not overthink, when I say that I am not going to be brooding over the past, I am not going to have worrying thoughts over my future, and I am not going to be excited in the present. When I decide to do this, then I am slowly controlling the leakages so that my energy of mind remains. Now the question is how to do it. 2 techniques are there. One is the technique called wow. Very famous technique in Vedanta. Wow. W-O-W. What is this wow technique? Wow means with or without. The moment you get thought either of the past or of the future or of the present, whatever, you use this technique of wow. Means what? I should remain happy with or without that thing. Let us say, for example, somebody, my best friend, has left me, and a thought comes in my mind, why did that person leave me? Now, the more I think about it, I am going to be more disturbed. So you use this technique wow and you say, with the person, without the person, I should be same way happy. Suppose I get a thought about worry of the future, that tomorrow will I get this thing or no? I don't even know now. What are the worrying thoughts for you people? I have no idea. What do you worry about? There are many people who worry about whether I will get reservation ticket or not, or whether I will be able to catch the train, catch the flight in time or not. They can't sleep previous night if they have to catch flight next day. So, will I get it or not? When this thought comes, use the technique wow. With flight, without flight, I should be same way happy. If I get the flight, very good. If I don't get, very good. I should not change. This wow technique in Vedanta is called as Vairagya. The thought that is creating disturbance for you, you don't resolve the thought. You cut the connection with that thought. You say, I don't care. The more you try to resolve the thought, more disturbance you will be having. Mind will start to think, what if I don't get the flight? I am not going to think what will happen if I get, if I don't get. I am just going to say, it doesn't matter. Cut. It doesn't matter. I will get up on time. I will pack everything. I will go there. Whether I get it or not, I don't care. This is one way of stopping overthinking. Wow. The technique is called wow. The second way is every day I must practice sitting quietly. For a very good reason I am not calling this as meditation. Because nowadays people are using the word meditation so rampantly for everything that we have forgotten the real meaning of meditation. I am not going to use the word meditation here. I am saying we should every day find 5 minutes to sit quietly. What do you mean by sit quietly? Don't do anything. What do you mean by don't do anything? Don't see anything from your eyes, don't hear anything from your ears, and try to maintain single thought. That single thought can be anything. You decide that you are going to chant some mantra, you can chant the mantra. If you think that you are going to imagine the form of God, you can imagine the form of God. You say you are just going to chant Om, you chant Om, no problem. Or something that you have listened, during that day or in the satsang, you bring some thought of it and start to think about it and not have any other thought. Just do that every day, 5 to 10 minutes. Just sit quietly. No movement of the body. No special work for the mind. And at that, during that time, 5-10 minutes, if any thought comes of the past, you say wow and cut it. If any thought comes of the future, you say wow and cut it. Just remain in the present. Anything that you decide to focus on that. I am not even going to call this as meditation, I am telling you. Okay? Just practice this. You will see in some time, overthinking has gone. The habit itself will go away if we practice this daily. And if there are too many thoughts coming at that time, you tell after 10 minutes you come. I will think about you. I am not saying no, come after 10 minutes. I will meet you. I will give you special time for meeting. But after 10 minutes. These 10 minutes are for me. No thought should disturb. None of it from the past, none of it from the future. No excitement in the present. Nobody from around should disturb me at that time. That time is only for me, with me. If we are able to do this, then we have got first quality that is required for freedom. Alright? Many points we have seen today. We started the whole discussion of why these 4 gatekeepers to freedom. It comes from Yoga Vasistha, the concept, etc., the background we saw. Then we said the 4 gatekeepers of freedom. Freedom means what? That also we discussed. Whatever I feel like doing, if I do, that's not called freedom, because then I am being slave to my own mind. So real freedom is from mind, and the absolute freedom is when the mind doesn't say anything. So that takes us to the first quality called Shama or Shanti, which is quietude of mind, calmness of mind, or control of mind. Then we said, what is this Shama? We went deeper into it and we understood why do we need Shama, how this Shama is a very precious wealth that we have and we should not be giving it away so cheaply. Then we analyzed that there are 3 places from where the disturbance can come. Among it, the first one, which comes from natural forces, we should not think about it because nothing we can do about it. Then the second one, which comes from the world around me, and the third one, which comes from within. For the ones that come from the world around me, I have to control it either on the level of Jnanindriyas, that they should not come in, or Antarindriya, that they should be processed and dissolved, or Karmendriya, that even though mind has become angry, Karmendriya should not react. Right? Then we went one step further and we said that sometimes the disturbance is not coming from out, sometimes the disturbance is created from within. We said that disturbance from within is also of 3 types. Either because we are brooding over the past, or we are worrying about the future, or we are excited in the present. And to deal with this, we saw 2 techniques. First technique is wow technique, with or without. You cut the connection with the thought. Or second technique is called as practice sitting quietly daily 5 to 10 minutes. Each of these 4 days that we will be meeting, we will have one thing that we have to start doing immediately. Today's takeaway is every day practice 5 to 10 minutes sitting quietly. No input from eyes, no input from ears, and don't allow any thought to disturb you. Either focus on some mantra, focus on some form, focus on some thought that you have listened today, focus on a quote whatever you want to do. But this is your time for yourself. All right? Sufficient for today. Tomorrow we will see the second topic of Vichara. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om all.